Really? Really?
Hey guys, guess who's back? It's Bruno Faye again.
So we have watched the show that came out yesterday on Netflix, The Zero Chill, and we really feel like we need to talk about it. There will most definitely be spoilers, so if you haven't watched it yet and you do not like the spoilers, check back with us in a few days after you've watched it.
To be honest, when we heard about this series, we thought this was gonna be the next Queen's Gambit of figure skating, so we were pretty excited, but it didn't turn out that way.
If I had to describe the show in one sentence, it's literally a show about everybody failing their ice sport career. For reasons that are completely illogical and ridiculous on top of that. I'm not sure about the hockey player perspective. I would actually be really curious to hear a review from somebody who plays hockey. But from figure skating point of view, there were a lot of things that were just completely ridiculous. Starting with every figure skater in the movie showing up for their practice at the ring casually wearing sparkly gold dresses. Because, you know, everybody knows that's what figure skaters wear on the daily basis.
She always had like 2-3 different costumes to be ready to jump on the ice.
Oh yeah, can we talk about this circus lion trainer kind of costume also? And like, also, what was that? There were quite a few questionable fashion choices in general, starting with a person showing up to her practice wearing like normal tights with, you know, thigh bands on them.
For me, the funniest part was when the figure skater was stuck in this jumping harness and it wouldn't occur to her to just open the Velcro.
Also, what's up with that ice rink that is super fancy but is like a total mess? So figure skaters just show up in the middle of the hockey practice whenever they want and go skating, and everybody is just cool with that and kind of stands there and watches. What's up with sneaking into the rink in the middle of the night and not ending up at a police station? There were a few things that, you know, just do not happen in real life. Let's just say that. I don't know if you guys agree, but I personally really appreciated when creators of movies or shows about certain topic actually put effort into making it accurate and to making it look somewhat legit. Like, can we talk about this real quick? Really? Really?
To be honest, guys, in my opinion, the series is not that bad. Like people are saying on Instagram, there's a lot of people sharing stories and Faze agrees with that. So to be honest, we watched the whole thing in a row. We watched all the episodes in one day. So in the end, I felt like I liked it because it kept me hooked, despite being a little
Cringe
sometimes. But the whole series is more like a high school musical kind of style, but without the singing. So
Definitely very family friendly if you're watching with kids.
So the other thing that I also liked is that they added a little bit of hockey, so we could have some fighting in between and some family drama going on, some Big Brother type of things going on the whole time. She doesn't agree with it, but I like those kind of things.
So I have a very different opinion on that series. I absolutely did not like it at all. Like, seriously, guys, pitching hockey players versus figure skaters, like, can we get any more stereotypical than that? There's no rivalry. Everybody comes and trains in their old time. There's no drama there. The plot was supposed to be centered around hockey and figure skating, but instead the whole story was about teenagers having their dramas and tantrums pretty much for reasons that didn't make any sense whatsoever. Everybody appreciated the family values in the end, so yay, that's awesome, but it's not really a show about skating, let's be honest. So we have our stereotypical setup of a family with two teenage kids. One is a star hockey player, the other is a very mediocre figure skater. And the whole drama revolves around that. Can we just take a second and talk about the female lead in this movie? The girl complains throughout the entire season about how her family is choosing the dreams of her stellar hockey player brother over her own dreams, which would be a legit claim if she could actually formulate even to herself what those dreams of hers actually are. Throughout the entire season, first she wants to be a pair skater, then she wants to go back to her home country. She doesn't want to compete or have any aspirations in sport until her partner suddenly finds somebody who does. So now she's a competitor figure skater who is all about that, And then in the end of it, she just wants to skate with her new best friend because she's better than her old best friend. This is really confusing and doesn't make any sense. That might be because we're not teenagers anymore, but that whole drama and constant tantrums just seem to be a little bit over the top and for absolutely no apparent reason.
Something that I thought was pretty ridiculous, and this was probably the peak of ridiculousness in this series, yeah, this was something that really caught my eye, was that this girl is ready to perform with a partner. She goes on the ice, the partner suddenly bails on her, and her new best friend, which was a girl, comes in to replace the partner. The girl suddenly switches roles and she knows the entire choreography as the opposite role.
The one person that I really sympathized with and really felt bad for this entire season was the figure skating coach. I know she was supposed to be a stereotypical skate mom that's overly obsessed with her daughter or her protege's skating, but honestly, let's be real. Let's look at it from like realistic point of view. You're a figure skater. You get a coach that not only is willing to train you every day for free, she also buys you skates, buys you dresses, prepares you for the competition, travels with you to the competition for free. This is like dream come true. Yet the girl keeps throwing fits and is unhappy and yay, I want to skate with my best friend. Seriously? Lastly, it's pretty astounding how none of the characters in the show ever seem to think their actions through for like even the tiniest bit of the future. Like the female lead decides to sabotage her own lady singles competition by bringing her girlfriend in and doing a pair routine instead of her long program, and then seems genuinely surprised that they're disqualified. Like, you've been skating for a while, you never bothered to maybe like read the rules. Like, people are supposed to know how it works at that level.
Plus, the other thing was she took this super important decision to start competing pairs, but they didn't realize until the moment of the practice that they couldn't compete with two girls. So for some reason they never even thought about that until she took that decision.
Like, how do you figure skate since you're a kid and it never occurs to you that, you know, this is not currently allowed by the rules? I applaud the decision to fight for change, gender equality, all that stuff. We're all strong, independent women.
She just said like, it's okay, we'll change the rules.
No biggie. No biggie. It's very easy to change rules in figure skating.
Nope.
Filming wise, I'm assuming the directors used a pretty standard practice where they would have actors who pretend to skate, and then when it's time to show some skating, they will use stunt doubles. That is normal. What really kind of struck our attention is that the replacement got so obvious, it's not even funny. Like, obviously the stunt double would be filmed from further away than the actor.
The lighting.
With a lower lighting, you can't really see the face, all of that stuff. However, even from a mile away, low lighting and no face, you can see right away that the whole posture is different. The skating quality is completely different. Even the basic poses are on totally different level. It's so obvious that it kind of ruins the experience a little bit. I might be getting a little picky here, but attention to detail is pretty important. When you have the same person who is supposedly skating her choreography, but the actress skates an idea ice flies and the stunt double wears rice part, come on guys, you couldn't get the same skates? Overall, we're pretty disappointed because we had high hopes for this show and we're really excited to see it. But we felt like it was a little too stereotypical and too like the creators literally had no clue about figure skating. That was my general impression.
So to be honest, like if you like figure skating, you'll still probably enjoy it. It's just there's a lot of things that don't make sense and there's a lot of things that are very cringy. But you'll probably still watch it and maybe like it.
Let us know what you think, guys. The comment section is open for debate.